Hello and welcome to Board Stupid. My name's Wayne.
And I'm Matt.
Oh, you surprised me there, Matt. You surprised me, and that's what this video is. So top 5
surprises from Spiel 2024.
And there were some surprises.
Oh my god, if there were.
You couldn't walk around without being surprised by something. It was wild, all sorts of things.
Yeah.
I was also really surprised and kind of upset by that artwork we kept seeing of the marshmallows with the big bums and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, there was that. There was some stickers about like
this game that was around everywhere. It was quite upsetting.
Yeah.
And it surprised me in a bad way. But these are going to surprise you in a good way. And if you want to know what those games are,
hit the subscribe button.
Don't surprise us. Just hit the button. No, in fact, do surprise us. Give us a nice surprise.
Yeah.
Subscribe. And,
You're confusing people now.
that's what happens when you surprise me.
Yeah. Oh, yes. No. Well,
Okay.
yeah. Well, so hit the subscribe button, please. Let's make it clear. Let's put it to bed, and let's go have a look to our top 5 surprises from Spiel 2024.
Let's go.
Bye-bye.
Rolling dice, feeling nice. Cardboard dreams and game schemes. Click subscribe, it's a vibe. Board Stupid's all we need. Board Stupid, game reviews for you and me. Board Stupid, here's what you should play and see.
Matt, what's number 5 on the list?
Oh, number 5 is Sibille from the guys at Mutt on Games.
Yeah.
Again, we spoke about this game before during our Hidden Gems video in the Spieltacular a few weeks ago. But after playing the game, oh my god, how good it is.
Jeez, the reason this is number 5 is because we knew about it.
Yes.
But what we didn't know was, I suppose, the depth and interest and kind of really clever, somewhat innovative things that they're doing, which it played in a way that I haven't experienced before.
It's
really
so
cool.
You basically have those
tarot
cards in your hands.
Yeah.
Each tarot cards will have to be played in front of you. 3 of them are gonna be the action that you're gonna take during the turn, and the 3 that under that you keeping covered are the one that you predict what the other players are gonna play during the game. So every time that you actually put down one of your cards is actually matching one of the other players, you're getting some upgrades or some bonuses. At the same time, you're trying with your 3 cards that you're gonna play each turn, you're trying to get the favors of all the clients, so you get more power, or you're getting more money to get artifacts and trinkets and stuff like that. And you basically, it's very, very, very mega interactive, because you trying to play against everybody on the board.
You've got to pay attention.
At the same time, checking what the other ones are doing, which cards are playing, because then there are going to be some cards that are going to stop you from doing this, and there's a lot of interaction at the table, but it's kind of cutthroating as well.
Yeah, really cutthroaty. I thought it was absolutely fantastic, Matt. Just the card play was really interesting, really interactive.
Yeah.
All of the different combos you can do with the different cards, but then thinking, oh, wait, I know what you're going for. You're trying to go for this objective, because it's an objective-based
So
game.
you must be playing that card.
You must be trying to get this, and that gets me this bonus, which I can use to upgrade my thing, which will make my thing more powerful, and blah, blah, blah. It's brilliant. You've got different customers that will come out of the bag, as you said, because you're a fortune teller trying to be the most famous fortune teller, so you want the most customers. That's the sort of conceit of the game. But of course, if you don't like certain customers because you think they might be going to your rivals, you can play the death card and just
kill them.
Just kill them.
And as soon as you got the favor of 2 of the 4 gods that are playing in the scenario, you win.
You win.
And those 4 gods represent the end game scoring. They're gonna be random every time you play. So every time you're gonna change your play style according to what they're. But the production itself is absolutely amazing. It's very Italian, because it's so nice.
Very Italian. I thought it was absolutely amazing, dude. And this is going to be on crowdfunding, or
it's already on crowdfunding.
So at the time you see this, link's below.
Yeah, the link is below. If it's closed, late pledge is going to be usual stuff. Check the links in the description.
Those are
Sibille.
number 5.
All right, the next one is a war game.
Yes.
It's about barbarians and not barbers.
Not barbers.
You'll see if you keep watching.
Keep watching till the end.
And this was a complete surprise by Aris Games. We passed by and we were like, "What is that?"
It looks amazing. And by the way, Aris Games knocked out the park this year. By the way, absolutely freaking killing it. Another Italian publisher. Mate,
but we're talking about Barbarian Kingdom.
Barbarian Kingdom, what a game. This had some really interesting stuff. Firstly, it was a very striking look. Lots of black and sort of chromes. Black, silver, golds, that sort of thing. And you are competing barbarian hordes. Trying to exert your influence over the world map, which is fantastic. And it had this really cool thing where you have this sort of a shielded bidding type thing, which I love, so keeping all your resources hidden. And when you're going to do influence, you're going to be putting sort of coins in a bag, kind of like a bribing type mechanism, which you'll pass to another player. They're going to do the same thing to you, and you're going to see how many coins are in. And the more you pay, the more success you're going to have. But if you go all out doing that, you're going to have no war funds for the rest of the game, or at least until you start getting more funds back. So you can push hard early, but you're leaving yourself open to get absolutely pounded in the counter-attack. What a cool idea.
It is. It's super cool. It's a war game for non-war gamers.
Non-war gamers,
so it's very much more on the lighter side in terms of like the war gaming that normally are heavier than this. Again, you said absolutely amazing production.
Really cool.
You got each one of the faction is asymmetric, and each one's got different powers that they can do, and so some of them will go for certain kind of fighting, like some for the naval, some from the territory. It's very much like a lot of difference between them, and and it plays like in a shorter time. It's not in the usual 4 hours. That
you might do a Warhammer or something,
and it could be like a very cool introduction game to war
to that
games.
sort of thing. So you've got again some area majority, some battling. You're going to be recruiting new troops, you're going to be taxing your own countries, you're going to be doing fighting, etc. And all of this stuff can be challenged by other players, and that's where you've got that bidding, sort of bribing type thing. Really cool idea, and this completely knocked us out of the park. We were so surprised. Whoa. This is super cool. Barbarian Kingdoms. So number 3, Matt, and again, we just can't get away from the Italians. It's just ridiculous in board gaming.
I haven't actually noticed that. Yeah, we got 3.
Another one.
This is the third Italian one.
The third one. It is in a row, which is wild. Yeah. And this one, Matt, it was another complete surprise and a really, really nice, beautiful one.
Yes, and it's Flower Fields by Horrible Guild. This one, we were talking with Davide at Horrible Guild and was showing us the Horrible Guild's new line and everything. And then I was like, and I got this one, a Flower Field. I was like, what is that? Wow. What I will describe it like in a nutshell is take patchwork, making it at 4-player games, add the fact that your boards are not empty, but you got already some bonuses there. Adds flowers and bees, and there you go.
Hey presto. Hey presto. What a lovely game this is.
It is.
I mean, we are, both of us, massive fans of patchwork.
Yes.
And I think, as David said and agreed, the economy system with buttons and time is perfect in patchwork.
Yeah.
Nothing there. It doesn't need to be improved. So what they've done here is really taken that principle and just added a nice couple of twists on it. And I think it's absolutely delightful. Using bees, you're going to add them to your own little sort of flower field. It will give you bonuses. You can use them, I think, to jump the token across to get the piece that you want.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. So in that kind of patchworky type way, again, in a really beautiful production, and even better, because I love patchwork, but I'd love to be able to play it with more players. This is that.
Yeah. And on top of that, the pieces that you're gonna use for your gardens, they're not gonna be all the same type. So in the same piece, an L-shaped piece, you're gonna have half of it of the green flowers, and half of it is gonna be of the red flowers. So even just that makes the difference, because at the same time, at the end, you want to build like a larger section of that flowers.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, this was a surprise, and this is something something that I came back home and my girlfriend's face was like, look at this, and she was like, well, let's play it now, because it looks super cool. We love patchwork, and it just it's a twist on it, and there could be very much an upgrade to it.
Absolutely. So that was Flower Fields.
One of the cool things that we got to experience at Spiel is when we managed to sit down with the publisher or the designer a little bit away from the crowds, and having half an hour just to on a sofa rather than standing in a crowd in a mosh pit and just talk about it. Talk about their games, and this is exactly what we did with the guys at Wise Wizard Games, that they show us what is their new takes on the TGC genre.
Absolutely. They showed us Draconis 8, a trading card game concept, but done with a really different, I suppose, approach in a way that I think is absolutely fantastic and kind of breaks the mold of these types of games and what you might normally expect from a company like Wizards of the Coast or something like that. The usual suspects. So Wise Wizard Games have done a really fantastic job with this, Matt. And what I loved about this is if you're of a certain vintage, you'll remember Triple Triad from Final Fantasy VIII. And it gave me so many vibes of that. It's so cool. And it's as simple as this. You have an 8-card deck, right? Draconis 8. One of those cards is your dragon, and the rest are the dragons like warriors. And on your turn, you'll have a 2-card hand. You're going to place one face down. Your opponent's going to do the same. You're going to reveal at the same time. The person with the highest initiative places their card first. And it's a square card. And each card's got a value on each corner, each side. And you're trying to outfight the other cards by placing the higher value. It's as simple as that, but with some amazing little twists on it as well, man.
Yeah, it's really cool, and the idea that they're selling a pack that is a deck, so for a very small price, it's gonna be around like £5 or something like that. Yeah. You buying a deck, a booster pack that is actually a deck that you can play immediately with your friends, and on top of that, they're gonna have a digital app that you can play the game as well with. But they did something that is mega clever, because when you buy your pack, there's going to be a QR code inside that's going to transport your pack, your physical cards
all
that
of
you
the
just
cards
found out, straight into the game.
Yep,
now,
amazing.
this is amazing. The second amazing thing is there is no rarity barrier. So there are no rare cards,
extra rare, super gold, super platinum.
Nothing of that, because each card is randomly generated by an algorithm. So each card's got, for example, a maximum point of 100. So in theory, each side of the card will have 25 points, but one could be 30 and one could be 20. But another part, you can find the exact same card, but with different numbers. So that's where they will like to try to sell more games, more packs. But at the same time, the fact that they eliminating the rarity thing, it just makes the game much more fun to play.
Really, you could just play it like a board game then. You could be like, let's just get a couple of packs together, we'll do a draft, and we're just going to play it. And then it plays like a tile placement game.
It is a tile placement game.
That's what it plays like. And it plays fast. You can play 4-player, so multiplayer, which is, I think, would be great chaos, really fun. Because some of the powers some of the cards have are amazing. They'll either like rotate other people's cards or your own cards, or stomp them and move them
around.
Great.
It's great.
Really
it's
fun.
Great. And again, if you play Triple Triads, like, you're gonna love this one as we did. If you want to know more, the video with the interview, the playthrough is already out. So
we did the playthrough. Hopefully
it's gonna be there.
It'll be up there.
If Wayne remembers.
He'll be there. They're always there.
Perfect. But yeah, definitely check it out. It's on Game Found right now, but it's a game that's gonna stay for a while. I got the on Kickstarter, sorry, and yes, Kickstarter. We're gonna leave the link down below. I think it's gonna stay around because the price point is very low, and the fact that you can just one pack, one deck.
It seems, it's super fun. I can imagine this, even if it didn't stay around, I could buy a few decks and I could travel with this. With some decks in my bag to just play a game on the train or something like that. Absolutely fantastic.
Could be our next pub game.
Could be, actually. It's a great pub game. Yeah, that's Draconis 8.
All right, for our number one, we got a game that we did know nothing at all.
Nothing.
We had our friend Tobin, that is that came last year out with his game Beacon Patrol that we really
Great
love.
cooperative game.
If you don't know about Beacon Patrol, have a look.
Have a look.
And it was like, oh guys, I founded a new company. We're a new publisher, and we're bringing out this new game. Do you want to have a look? Yeah, of course. Let's come by and say hi. We sat down, and oh my god,
It was great. So this is by Hopeful Games. That's Tobin's new company with his partners, and he's the art director for this game. And the game is Neon Hope.
Neon Hope.
Neon Hope, and it is a style clash between cyberpunk and solarpunk.
Yep.
So a kind of semi-hopeful future, and it is something like Arkham Horror, the living card game. And if you love that, like I love that, you're gonna love it.
Yes,
I mean, it is
absolutely.
We played this for about 10 minutes, and we looked at each other, and I was like, "This is really good. This is really fun."
Yes,
all the different combos and stuff, really cool.
Yeah. So the difference between the two games, the Arkham and this one, is that this is way more streamlined,
significantly more streamlined.
First of all,
more accessible,
and the RPG elements are a little bit lighter than the other one. So I found that this way more accessible.
Yes, way more, less deck construction stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, not really.
So you still basically, you are players. You got your own character that you play. You go and visit location, and each location you will have to achieve this or that. Again, you will have some stats on your cards that will tell you if you can do that action or not, or how many successes you need to have rolling a dice or stuff like that. And then as soon as you do that certain action you need to do, you flip the cards, you read a little bit of the story of what's going on, and then you go. The play that we had, we were basically trying to find one of our friends inside the club. So we started talking to the barman and talking and having a look on the dance floor, dancing on the dance floor, until we found him. But we didn't find him. We saw he was dragged out into a dark alley. So we have to run. And then there were security guards that were trying to stop us, and it was really, really fun.
Yeah, there was a really great vibe to the game. I was immediately drawn in by it. I mean, I love cyberpunk stuff anyway. It's a cool theme. Yeah. And the way this game sort of had a really great flow was just awesome. It has a kind of a crisis management side of it, where at the end of your turn you have a bad thing that happens, like you would recognize from other games like that in other cooperative games. But I really love this sort of, not really deck buildy kind of hand management.
It's more hand management because
you can choose any card. Right?
Yeah, you can choose any cards of your hands and then discard them, and then they will come back to your hands at the end. Yeah. But you might have to discard a card.
Yeah, exactly. You might get less cards over time as your stamina decreases.
Because it's kind of like your timer to the game. Yeah.
And those cards can be upgraded. I mean, it's just a fantastic concept. I mean, I'm super excited for Neon Hope, and it was a massive surprise.
Yep. And we'll do a little review of preview of a
exciting news. Tobin gave us one of the only prototype copies to take home.
So we're gonna take care of it and do a nice.
It came
preview.
home in one piece. So we're gonna do a really nice preview for you because I can't wait to play that again. It's Neon Hope. So those were our top 5 surprises. Woo! Woo! Oh God, don't do it again. My heart can't take it, Matt. My heart can't take it. That we found at Spiel Essen 2024, and they were amazing. I mean, and here's the thing: you can walk around that show and be constantly surprised by.
Then it's gonna be all the millions that we missed.
And we spent hours looking at games in advance of going to the show, and still don't know about.
Absolutely, but that's the beauty. That's the beauty of this hobby. There is a little bit for everyone, and there is so much stuff that we can look at it. And so these are our 5 ones. So you let us know in the description, in the comments below, which one were your surprises, something that you never heard before.
Yeah, tell us, what were you surprised by at Spiel 2024. We want to know about it so we can go and have a look at those games and check them out.
Exactly.
And if you liked this video, you know what to do. Hit the like button.
And hit the subscribe button. That is not a surprise. We tell you every time.
Yeah,
so
we're going to tell you
that
can't be a surprise.
It helps us, the channel,
Go do that
immensely. So please just hit the subscribe button and
check out the rest of the videos.
Yes, and send your hearts. And
we'll see you again real soon.
Ciao.
What's it be? What's it be? Game reviews for you and me. What's it be? What's it be? Here's what you should play and see.
Next one is a game about war and about barbers and about. Did they say barbers?
Barbarians. Oh no, we're keeping that in.
No, we're not. No, it's not. I'll put it at the end.
I want a game about cutting hair from a barber.